Okay, our last step along our path as we search for compositional perfection using image editing techniques is using some retouching tools, or one or two, in Photoshop to remove something that we really don't want in the composition. And this whole concept of retouching to add things in or remove them from an image, sometimes you don't want to do it, but other times it's just a godsend. And in this particular case, we look at the enlarged view of this image, we can see this is a really fun picture that I enjoyed taking. My partner, Christine, and I were out on the Resurrection Pass Trail in the fall with the beautiful leaves, and we were both being very playful, and she fell down on the leaves, was playing them, and I stepped over to take some photos of all the fun and snapped this one. This was the best of the group. But of course, you can see in the upper right-hand corner something I did not see when I took the photo, and that is my foot is in the image. So we'd like to be able to take that out. And it's really not croppable. I can't crop it out because I don't want to take the hand out. The hand is an integral part of the whole image here. So I just really need to remove that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to access Photoshop through Lightroom. And if you've watched the previous movies, you know why. We're going to do an edit in and then edit in Photoshop and then make a copy. Because what happens is it automatically opens up a copy of the image in Photoshop and adds that copy of the Photoshop image to the Lightroom interface immediately, adds it to the catalog. So it's very nice, very slick. So what are we going to do here? Well, what I need to do is get rid of this by obviously moving some leaves in here. And you might be tempted to use the leaves that are nearby, but don't. Use some leaves that are from much further away so there's no obvious cloning in the image. All right. So I'm going to hold down my Option key, Alt and Windows, to select a clone position. All right. And then I'm going to Space Command just to zoom in a little bit, and then just the space bar to zoom around a little bit. And then I'm going to start cloning in the leaves from that other portion. And because I'm not cloning them in from right nearby, there's not going to be any obvious cloning taking place. And as I get closer, I'm just going to use my left bracket key to work the fine edges. Now, I'm just going to kind of do this quick and dirty so you get the idea. I would actually go down probably a couple more sizes just to get this perfect. But this is pretty darn good. All right. There we go. So I'm going to clone those in, get rid of that old nasty shoe right there, and we have saved our image, by golly. So just a quick use of the clone tool to take out something that you don't want. If I have something simple in my image, such as just a telephone wire across the image, I can use the retouching tool in Lightroom and it works just fine. But for something where detail is really necessary, such as this, I'm going to do it in Photoshop. All right, so there we are, removing an unwanted nasty shoe from the photograph to save the day.